You work hard to earn money to meet your needs. Would you prefer if your money instead earned you more money and let your wealth multiply? Let's have a quick look at how wealth is generated and who generates it. Now, if you're making money, you are either an employee or self-employed or a business owner or happen to be an investor. If you're an employee, you put in a time and effort and earn a salary. If you're self-employed, you earn a bit more than a typical salary in exchange for your time. In either case, you are 95% of the population but hold just 5% of its wealth. If you're a business owner though, it's your employees who pledge their time to make you wealthy. You are just 4.5% of the population but own 45% of its wealth. Things are way different if you happen to be an investor. It's not you or your employees but your money which makes you more money, generate wealth and let you own some of the finest luxuries that money can buy. You're part of an exclusive club that constitutes just 0.5% of the population but owns a whopping 50% of the societal wealth. You clearly need not be an Einstein to figure out who you want to be. An investor by all means. Now you're better placed than anyone else in the world to be an investor if you're an Indian and looking to invest in India. As India, the fastest growing large economy in the world, needs lots of power to sustain its growth. But India is also home to 15 of the 20 most polluted cities in the world and can't rely on fossil fuel to generate all this power. But with 300 sunny days in a year, the best and only solution to meet India's staggering rise in power demand is solar power. And the only company that makes it possible for Indians from anywhere in the world to invest in solar and earn returns in the range of 18 to 20% is Longman Suntech Energy. Now, how do we make this happen? What you're seeing is a recorded power generation and monthly earnings from a solar power plant that we commissioned in May 2016. Monthly earnings in the range of $250 to $450 added up to a total of $14,000 by June 2019. Which is only a fraction of the total $101,000 that the investor expect to realize against an investment of just $20,000. Break-even in this case will be achieved in 4.5 years, and with profit for the next 20.25 years, the investment in Longman will fetch him 21% return. Now with these returns, how do we compare against other standard fixed income products such as a 10-year FD from an Indian bank or a 10-year US Treasury bond? An idea would be to benchmark us against the rest in terms of net returns and rate of return. Now this is what returns from a Longman PPA looks like. You get $101,000 with 21% rate of return against an investment of $20,000. However, an Indian bank FD would have only paid you $33,700 at 6.85% rate of return. Compare this with a 10-year US Treasury bond wherein you would have only gotten $23,000 at 1.52% return. Now, if you look carefully at the chrome and the green graphs, it's the low returns in the initial year as to why the rate of return from an Indian FD or a US Treasury is just 1/3 or 1/12 of what we offer. Meanwhile, the power plant for which we shared records a couple of minutes back looks like this today. That is even 3 years from now after commissioning. What you see in the bottom right is a Google Earth image which showcases what the power plant looks like from space. Now, a quick look at the Longman advantage. The team consists of 5 BITS Pilani alumni, including a Wharton PhD in finance, and comes with significant engineering as well as financial management expertise that's perfectly suited to build world-class power plants with best-in-class productivity. We also have developed our own monitoring system to facilitate real-time monitoring of investment for individual investors from anywhere in the world. Now, these individual investors from around the world, we call them Green India Warriors. Venkat, one of our first warriors, invested his savings from a successful career to let his money earn him more money at an enviable rate for the coming 2 decades. Besides, he's so proud in being a contributor to India's growth and a pollution-free green future. To know more about our investment products, please do email us at info@longmansuntechco.in or support@longmansuntechco.in to talk to other non-resident fellow Indians who have invested in us.